Epstein called, quote, my great defender. Now, you've probably not heard of her before, but she communicated with Epstein more than almost anyone else in the emails released by the House last month, which, if you read through them all, raised the questions, who is she? Epstein turned to her when he was in trouble, when he needed legal advice or PR advice, when responding to negative press about his sex offenses. Her name is Kathleen Rumler. She was White House counsel to President Barack Obama. She now is the top lawyer at the storied investment bank Goldman Sachs. And even though other high-profile figures have lost their positions after their emails with Epstein were revealed, people like Larry Summers, right? Different situation, but I mean, his name was in those emails, and see what's happened there. Goldman Sachs still employs Rumler. They are defending her, and K-File's Andrew Kaczynski is out front now. Andrew, that in and of itself is different than what we saw. I mean, most obviously in the Larry Summers case, but anybody else sort of in close proximity to Epstein, it's not seen as a good thing. So it's this remarkable reporting that you have. You saw her name in here more than almost anyone else. You went through, you found out. Can you tell us more about the relationship between her and Epstein?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, so CNN's K-File, we went through the newly released emails, texts, and Epstein calendar entries, and they reveal a friendship that we found was far deeper and far more personal than previously known. These documents show more than 100 exchanges that Rumler was scheduled to meet with Epstein more than 50 times in a 5-year period.
Wow.
And look, these weren't just brief check-ins. They included lunches and dinner with celebrities, people like Bill Gates, Woody Allen, Steve Bannon, and Aaron. In message after message, we found Epstein was turning to Rumler. She was clearly a trusted confidant, someone Epstein turned to when he was worried about headlines examining his history of abuse of minors. Rumler appears to have even helped, this is something we found, even helped craft a public relations statement for Epstein in response to a forthcoming Washington Post editorial in 2019 that was calling on Congress to investigate him. Now, this was a few months before he was indicted on federal charges. Take a look at this right here. Epstein texted someone, we don't know who it is because it was redacted by House investigators, but he texted someone with what he called the Rumler proposal, writing, "This is what Kathy suggests we tell the Washington Post." Now, the statement starts, "The criticism is wrong," and the middle sentence here is really key. It says, "Far from receiving a sweetheart deal, Mr. Epstein was subject to a lengthy, aggressive, and highly unusual federal investigation for what were, in essence, local offenses." So, Aaron, we asked Rumler, did you write this statement for Epstein that said he didn't get a sweetheart deal? And she did not answer that question directly. She instead told CNN this: "I was one of a number of lawyers Epstein informally reached out to for advice. I had no knowledge of any ongoing unlawful activity on his part."
Now, what I like to say is that I don't trust any of these sons of bitches at this point. That's including Donald Trump. Because I got a problem with the whole thing. Now, they want you to believe that the Epstein list came out. I just got one simple question that I like to ask everyone. There's about 300 names in the list that Pam Bundy just released. Is that a fact? Could somebody please show me that Pam Bundy and the DOJ put the charges next to the man's name? Now, if there is no charges, why were you withholding their names so damn long? It makes absolutely no sense. And I tried to tell people this at least a year ago, that they had destroyed most of the real files. What we're seeing now is pure residue. Remember when, I think it was George Herbert Bush, when he died, he passed out these envelopes. Everybody got an envelope and the look on their faces changed for some reason. Somebody once said that Herbert Bush released a statement. And in that statement that Herbert Bush released, he said, if the people of this country really knew what we were doing, they would hang us. Let me tell you something. I don't care what anybody do. Epstein initially was under the radar back in 2003, before he was even charged. They took almost 4 years to charge Epstein when they knew what he was doing. And he got a sweetheart deal. The woman that they're talking about in this particular video, CNN even brought her up. She was working for Barack Obama's White House, and she is in the files with at least 8,000 to 10,000 emails that went to Jeffrey Epstein. Now, if we're looking for information, I want all them Trump's people, and I'm gonna get to some of them in a few minutes here, but I want to get to all of them because somebody needs to explain to me how all of this time the Trump administration had the files with the White House counsel of Barack Obama. Why were they covering it up then? You know why they was covering up? Because some of their damn people was in the damn files. We told you about Howard Lutnick. We got another clip on him, which is something you may have never heard before. He's still working for the Trump administration right now, as a matter of fact. So I saw a statement from Donald Trump, and he says that the name's been released. Can we move on? No, nigga. No, we can't move on. The reason we can't move on because nobody's been charged with anything. I mean, the unmitigated gall of small hands to try to tell us to move on after all you did was, first of all, try to filibuster, fake us out, pretending like you were going to release the files before you got in office. You know what my sentiment is now? I don't think he or none of his people ever had any intentions on releasing the file. You got strong arm into releasing these files. Pam Bundy does this hearing, and she's trying to act like you're supposed to get credit. That's like you catching a thief doing something. You arrest the thief, the thief says, yeah, I stole it, but I need to let go because I'm confessing now. The only reason the files got released because when Donald Trump tried to bully us and tell us that if this is the way you feel about it, I don't want your support. I'm going to drag you now. Every chance I get, I'm going to drag you in your whole damn administration. Because I don't like people lying to me. And I know that you know that I know you're lying. And yet you lie to me and you tell me just to suck it up. I'm not a liberal. Matter of fact, I'm not a Republican. I like to look at facts. And when something don't make no damn sense, somebody needs to explain to me. From 2003, I want to go back before Jeffrey Epstein was even charged. 2003, that was an investigation on Epstein then. And I bet you any kind of money before then, they had files on Jeffrey Epstein because anybody hanging around rich and powerful people like this, the government starts surveilling you. This is a known fact. Anybody who hangs around rich, powerful people, they start surveilling you. They try to infiltrate your organization or anything else. This is a well-known fact. I wish everybody had this mindset because then you wouldn't trust nobody. Because it's obvious that they're trying to get some dirt on you so they can strong on you not to do something. So I don't know what kind of dirt they got on Donald Trump. It's something in his people. Or they got something on somebody he loved or something. Because George Bush was the president in 2003. I believe that low energy jail Bush was the governor in Florida. All of them knew about Epstein before then. He got charged with a sweetheart deal in 2007, I believe it was. He was able to go home on furloughs after he got the particular charge was downgraded. It was way worse and hideous than they actually charged him with that. You want me to believe that the White House counsel for Barack Obama was communicating with Epstein, all of these rich Rothschild and everybody else communicating with Epstein, and he wasn't tied to either the CIA or Mossad, somebody he was tied to, because he knew it's too much protection going into protecting some effing pedo. It doesn't even make any sense for all these. So we go from George Bush 2003 to 2008. Barack Obama had 2 terms. He didn't release the file. Donald Trump came in 2016. He didn't release the damn files. Just like he said, if he was the president, Hillary would be locked up. Small hands, you didn't lock Hillary up. I should have known you was a fraud. That's why they dragging you, because you're too weak. You go in to want people to like you. Suck it up, small hands. Do some push away from the table. Lay off that McDonald's. It's clouding your brains or something. But here's the problem. So Donald Trump in 2016, then Joe Biden in 2020, Donald Trump again. All these presidents was hiding Epstein's files. Ask yourself why. There ain't nowhere in the world all of these files are in there. Now, I got a question for you. If Donald Trump, see, they hate this fool, and this fool is still trying to protect him. That's you's an ignorant. I mean, that's got to be the most ignorant thing. They tried to shoot you in your head. You still trying to protect him. You like pain. You's a pain freak, evidently. Because somebody tried to kill me and try to destroy my life and my family. I'm not protecting nobody. I don't give a damn who it is. It could be my daddy or my brother. You's a child molester. throwing you under the bus. You hanging around child molester, throwing you under the bus. But here's the problem. So you're telling me that if Donald Trump's chief counsel in the White House, while he's in the White House, was emailing Jeffrey Epstein while in the White House, that no media would have covered this? You want me to believe that no damn media would have covered any of this? You know, I see, this is why I know people fraudulent. And this is why I don't have a problem. I got a problem with a bunch of these conservatives. I got a problem with a bunch of these podcasters who sold out. Now all of a sudden they some truth people. Meg Kelly, she sold out when she went on CBS. She was for transgender surgery. All of a sudden now she's a truth teller. Tucker Carlson, who sold out when they stole the election. He and Candace Owens then jumped on any sausage that shows that she's pretending like now she's speaking the truth, and you didn't have a damn thing to say about all the other stuff. Nick Fuentes was hanging around queers, and all of a sudden he acting like a truth teller now. Kanye West is a nut job. All of these people, Sean Hannity, you go down the list of them. All of them is sold out, and then they come back and get a reality check after you already sold out. I don't want to hear it because you already sold out. And no, they're not tough and they're not bad and they don't speak their mind. It's when it's convenient. They change up, they didn't change their viewpoint on whoever. And when somebody that they like are on their side, they won't even, I'm criticizing anybody. Anybody can get it. You need to tell me what reason did all of these people have to go this long with hiding the files on a pedo like Jeffrey Epstein? Why were all of these rich, powerful people hanging around a man? And you want me to believe that nothing in Podesta's files, the emails that Podesta sent, wasn't nothing in there? You want me to believe there was nothing to the whole Pizzagate thing now? Why was they trying to destroy Julian Assange? All Julian Assange did was get the emails and release them. If there's no ties to any pedo stuff, why are you getting so upset? Why were y'all getting Facebook and YouTube and Twitter to ban us for talking about it? The reason they was doing it because they had something to hide. As a matter of fact, you can look at everybody who's ever tried to say anything about it. They came up missing. You can go with Seth Rich, Isaac Cappy, Chief Counsel Robert David, Paul Walker, Chris Cornell, Chester Bennington, Sabrina Bitcourt, Kate Spade, Ann Hatch, Chief Stephen Silks, Sergeant Terrence McCoy, Officer John Rios, Officer Kevin Prius. All of these people had one thing in common. Whenever you try to expose these sick satanic people, they will do any and everything to keep this damn pedo stuff going. These are sick people. Ask yourself, why was Donald Trump, this administration, so hell-bent on protecting the Obama administration, the Biden administration, the Bush administration, when they all hate him? Ask yourself that question. Because I can't see a good reason somebody try to shoot me in my head. I'm not going to try to protect you. So there has to be a reason that he was so adamant before he got in office, he wanted it out. As a matter of fact, hold on a minute. I got a clip of Pam Bundy when she was running for AG. I told y'all she was a fake when she was running for AG. But nobody listened to me. Let me see if I got the, hold on. I got a video. This is Pam Bundy's campaign when she was running for office down in, see, this is why they'll ban you for everything. They'll give you a strike for everything. They got child molesters they don't give strikes to. But I get a strike, right? Okay. That shows me all I need to know. Let me see. I want to get this Pam Bundy's before I get back to Barack Obama's chief counsel in the White House. Because we got some clips on her, some emails from her and Jeffrey Epstein, and the media never touched it. Ask yourself, Cass Patel swore on the oath that nobody else was in the files that did anything. He flat out lied on the oath. Just like when and I'm going to keep saying this, just like when I said something about Erica Kirk the other day, and I wasn't too fond of the whole halftime thing with Turning Point USA. Some of you fools lost your damn mind. You thought you could strong on me. I'm not these little wimps that y'all be strong on me saying you unsubscribing because you got mad because I exposed Erica Kirk and this fraudulent thing. No, I'm not with anything they do now. Because they didn't lie to me too much. Once you start lying to me, I don't want to hear anything about getting on your bandwagon because you had a damn halftime show. I don't really care about that. Because I caught you lying to me. And once I catch you flat out lying like this, covering up obvious things, I don't want to hear how good you are on something. I don't really want to hear it now. But I want to get this Pam Bundy thing. This Pam Bundy with the this is why I keep getting. And when I come back on the other channel, I'm still gonna say this thing because I'm on specific video. I'm waiting to do when I get back on there because I want to know why a certain person has not got a strike on YouTube when he's a child molester and he's admitted to it on air. He's a child molester and YouTube didn't give him a damn strike. I want to know that. They keep letting these people get away with everything. Want me to compromise? I don't give a damn who get mad. You can go ask your mama, do I care? I don't care. They upset because you won't go along with this narrative. Donald Trump is a fraud for sitting here protecting Epstein all this time. Don't act like you did something now. You got strong on him to bring this out. I don't even like Thomas Massey, but he exposed you. I'm sorry he did. You should have brought the files out. They wouldn't have had nothing to try to hide. Here's Pam Bundy when she was running for AG.
Ranks third nationally in calls for help for human trafficking, where young women and children are enslaved and abused. I knew we needed all hands on deck. Businesses and hospitals to spot it, our great law enforcement to stop it, and tougher penalties to punish it. We're taking on Medicaid fraud, pill mills, gangs, and more, and I'll fight to put human trafficking monsters where they belong, behind bars.
Pam Bundy, our Attorney General.
Now, this is Pam Bundy. Isn't this funny? Pam Bundy is saying here that she wants to talk tough about trafficking. Well, Pam Bundy, you the head honcho in charge now. Why isn't Pam Bundy doing anything now? You got to ask yourself that particular question. Why not? She says she wanted to be tough on crime, but she's not doing anything. Right now, you could do it. She lied about the files being on her desk. She knew it was a lie. Then she had this little fake photo op when she gave people some fake binders and was pretending as if the fake binders was any good. She knew she was lying then. Unbelievable. Hold on a minute. Mark, you say you can? No, my PayPal is working, Mark. You say you couldn't get in there? Let me post the link because Steak is on. I forgot. Steak is camping. I forgot. He can't get there. Steak is camping because he used to post the link. Let me post some of the links. I'm sorry. Mark said he couldn't. You said the link is not working? No, because as a matter of fact, I just got a donation. I got to give some shout outs for that. I got to bring up some of this stuff. I posted for you again now, Mark. See if now that's Pam Bundy saying this. Now, well, let me get some shout outs to some people because some people just hit me up. I want to do that first. Make sure I got the right name here. Because I don't think I've ever seen this name before. I want to make sure I get him right here. Because I got some good clips of Pam Bundy. I got some good clips of Barack Obama's chief of staff. And I got a specific email that she's referencing a Barack Obama. Now ask yourself, why didn't Cash Patel release that email? I just inquire in minds. There's no reason that you was protecting a woman who was working for Barack Obama. She's emailing Jeffrey Epstein. You mean y'all overlooked that? So it must be something they got on Trump and his people because they're not even releasing. They didn't want to release the stuff that was making Obama look bad. Don't you find that a little suspicious? I find it highly suspicious myself. I was taken back by some of this. I said, I can't even hardly believe this. What a fraudulent, people are such frauds. And then somebody got the nerve to get mad at you because you won't go with their fraudulent activities. No, I'm not going to go with their fraudulent activities. I'm not going to pretend like you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing something wrong. Because if you wouldn't try to hide it. There's no reason to hide something when you're not doing, you have anything to hide. The only reason that you could possibly not want to release this file, I don't care if it embarrasses whoever. You shouldn't have been hanging around Epstein. Why is it that they worry about embarrassing these billionaires? Somebody needs to ask themselves that. Well, can I get this thing? Hold on a minute. Because I'm trying to get somebody's name here so I can post it. Okay, my man, who is this? I got so irritated about this whole thing. When I started looking at these files, they releasing stuff, thinking they fooling us by releasing some files with just names. We don't want just no names. We want more than that. Oh, I just got that, Mark. I just got it too. I'm a man. Let me get my man Tim Egan here. Tim Egan hit us up. God bless you, that brother Tim Egan. Good to see you too. My man, the sniper, Mark Andrews. We got about 3 or 4 more days. I think it's Wednesday. We go back on the other channel, Mark. The kind of stuff they try to give me a strike for is just laughable. They got child molesters they don't give strikes to. I'm going to prove it to you too when I go back on. I'm going to say, I got a strike, but a child molester didn't get a strike. And he wasn't saying, bragging about this one time. It was on many different clips. Bragged about it. YouTube didn't give him no strikes. He got a big platform too. Not one single strike that they give him. Appreciate you there, Mark Andrews, my brother. I mean, I just don't understand the mindset of protecting a pedo. I don't give a damn who it is. Why would you want to protect a pedo? Okay, this is I didn't even see this earlier. Angela Deos Gonzalez Santos, he hit us up about the gospel message, and he says, see what he says to me. He says, make sure I got it. And I wish I'd have started earlier when I was on the gospel message. I'm sorry, I didn't even see that. Angel says that he left me a message. He says, thank you so much, Doc, for preaching the gospel. God bless you and all your loved ones. Greetings from Mexico, living in France. He's a Mexican living in France. He was listening because we did a gospel message around about 2:30 or something, I think 2:45. We did our Sunday gospel message because we had been missing it. And he sent this when we was doing our gospel message. He said he's a Mexican living in France, and he sent us a donation listening from France. See, God has a way. Sometimes God has a way. If you're faithful, God has a way of putting the right people in your lives if you don't compromise. Because it's easy to compromise and get the quick fame, the pat on the back. People say how wonderful you are. But you done sold out so many times for the Lord before you even get to that point. People are so quick to sell out. What gets me is they're so quick to sell out. Now, that doesn't mean anybody perfect, but why is it that people are so quick to sell out? Now, I got a question about a couple of things. Donald Trump, they tried to at least lock him up 4 different indictments, right? They tried to shoot him at least one time in the ear. The other time they caught the guy. That guy supposedly got life prison. Now, answer me this question. Why would Donald Trump protect Barack Obama's administration and his chief counsel? You mean that, are you saying that Pam Bundy and Kash Patel didn't see that the chief counsel for Barack Obama was communicating with Epstein 8,000 to 10,000 times? Do you want me to believe that? Because now you're saying that Donald Trump's an idiot, and I know he's not stupid. So either he's stupid or he's corrupt. One of the two. We got to come to that conclusion now. And nobody has supported him more than I support him. I will not be lied to, though. Do not try to tell me to move on from something when you haven't even done anything about it. Releasing some damn names don't mean a damn thing. That's like somebody got caught robbing a bank. You said, we released his name. He's going to go free and keep the money. That don't work for me. I want to see somebody go to jail. I think Jesus said it was better to tie a net around a rope around your neck and throw it into the sea with a stone tied on it than to harm little children. You got to be one sick puppy to know that these people. I don't want to hear what they did. I know for a fact that these people have done something to children. And so what you have to ask yourself is, why would Bush, why would Trump, why would Obama, why would all these CIA people, all these Mossad folks, all these high-ranking officials, Bill Gates, why would all these people be still dealing with Jeffrey Epstein? Unless Jeffrey Epstein is, his whole thing was being, because maybe he was working for the CIA and Israel's government. I don't really know, but ain't nobody gonna tell me he didn't have connections in high places. And no, I don't believe he's still alive. I believe he's dead, because this is how I look at it. You can't give me a good reason why they wouldn't go ahead and kill him. Because keeping him alive means that he can still talk. Dead witnesses can't speak. Jeffrey Epstein knows where too many bodies are buried. And nobody's going to want me to believe that the camera stopped working. Cash Patel and Dan Bongino. Nobody should listen to Dan Bongino at this point. He's trying to get on here and talk tough. Nigga, you ain't scaring nobody. Nobody should listen to anything that Dan Bongino say. You were in the FBI, second in command. You told Epstein killed himself. You said there was nothing else in the files. You and Cash Patel lie. You a damn fool if you listen to anything else that Dan Bongino says. I don't want to hear there's nothing else. What's all these files now? Why y'all didn't release them already then? If there was nothing in the files, why did it take you so damn long to release them? You say you was going to release them when you got in office. Everybody talks tough until they get confronted on something. I've experienced this my whole life. A bunch of people be talking a whole bunch of noise on the internet everywhere else. But when they're faced with real consequences on if they're going to stand on principles, they will sell out. All they do is talk. I should have knew Donald Trump was going to sell out when he said he was going to prosecute Hillary Clinton. He's talking about she's suffered enough. That heifer will be suffered enough when she's dead and in hell. That's the only time she's going to be in suffered enough. She is a demon. She was still at the Munich. Why is she over there? As a matter of fact, the fella from Czechoslovakia, he embarrassed her. But here's the point. I still want somebody to give me a good answer. I'm not just saying this rhetorical. I really want to know, give me a good reason why Donald Trump's administration would protect the Obamas, the Clintons, and the Bidens. Why would he protect them? I got another question. Why would the Obamas and the Bidens protect anybody in Donald Trump's administration? That's what I want to know. Somebody needs to explain to me why all these people are being protected by other people who they supposed to hate. Allegedly, they hate one another. But if you hate something, when I hate a bastard, I'm not going to try to do nothing to protect you. I will have a parade when you leave here. So I don't know why these people are being protected by the people they say that they don't even like these people. Why would you protect somebody who tried to kill you? If somebody tried to shoot you in your head, would you protect them? So Donald Trump said they tried to assassinate him, right? Donald Trump says that they tried to destroy him. They tried to take his money and everything else, and they did. So answer me this question, Batman. Why was he protecting them? The files show that they were being protected. And furthermore, even before we get to the Epstein files, when Julian Assange released all of these files of this whole Pizzagate thing with John Podesta in there, and have you seen Tony Podesta, John's brother? Have you seen the paintings in his house? What grown man would have paintings of little children in his house, these kind of satanic looking paintings? Now, remember the woman, the Maria woman, the Marina, whatever she is, the spirit cook. Now she's whining online because everybody's hip to her now. She's whining online that she can't go in public without security guard. Good. You need to suffer just like them children were suffering. All these children suffering. Now you want me to have mercy on you. I don't have mercy on devils. I just don't. You can do it if you want to when they die. Oh my God, it's so sad. Oh my God, pray for them. I'm not praying for a devil. The Bible don't say pray for a devil. Not praying for a devil. It says pray for him, but not a devil, though. These are devils. Satan has plenty of, let's call it demons here on earth. These are demons. And the reason you know they're demons is because they hate the truth. They suppress the truth. See, that's why we was talking about in the gospel, man. They got a bad habit of suppressing the truth. And then see if they got good friends. Like Candace Owens' good friends is Kanye West. She won't even criticize that pervert. I don't give a damn if they gave him some drugs. He sold out. Maybe he sacrificed his mama to get rich. That's what they do. So I don't want to hear this, your friends. You don't want to expose your friends. You expose every damn body else. Shut your pie hole with your fake marriage. I don't like people pretending like they're going to speak about everybody. Throw everybody under the bus who's a pervert. I don't understand why you don't want to throw a pervert under the bus in the first place. The whole Hollywood scene, the music industry. Look at the NFL. They had this Bad Bunny that Barack Obama was speaking on Bad Bunny, come to speak about it. And he said it was wonderful. Bad Bunny comes, of course it is. Because Barack Obama is the same guy who says that every child, every boy needs to get a gay advisor that he can do counsel him sometime. Of course he would say that. Because he's sick. And some of these jackasses are still worshiping Barack Obama. He's a demon. I knew he was a demon from the first time I saw that demon. See, some demons are obvious. Some demons, you got to watch them and see what they do. And when they expose themselves, when they show you who they are, you got to believe them. I just believe you. I think y'all lack protecting child molesters, including Donald Trump, because there's no reason you can tell me he was holding these files this long. I'm not going to give you any credit because you should have released the damn files. You wouldn't have had none of these problems if you wouldn't have released the files. But I want to show you some more evidence with the chief counsel, and then we're going to move on to some other specific video clips of Podesta thing. Podesta's brother. Why isn't they been investigated by now? Who is this? I want to see this, but that was the CNN. Let me take that off. Even CNN was reporting about this count. So this is Barack Obama's, this is her here. You see that outfit she got on right there, them boots? Jeffrey Epstein bought them boots. Now ask yourself why. If they saw this in the file, the chief counsel for the president of the United States is taking gift from a pedo, and the Trump administration never put this out until they was forced to release a file. I like to know why. I don't see no good reason why they would protect Catherine Rumler. I think that's how you pronounce the name. She was the White House counsel to Barack Obama. Epstein files, they say in the Epstein files, she's there at least 8,000 to 10,000 times. Now you say, why is that important? Hold on a minute. The chief counsel lawyer for the president of the United States is communicating private information to a child molester for what reason? And I mean, nobody's giving me a good reason. And she says in the emails to Jeffrey Epstein, I would ask, why is, I think it was something about she was communicating with Epstein about some kind of CIA. John Brennan gave her some kind of award or something like that. What for? See, that's why John Brennan is a pervert, you ask me. The real files have been destroyed because the one person they're not going to let you get to, because if you can actually get him, all the dominoes will fall, and that's that queer Barack Obama. They protected people before Barack Obama got in office, but nobody's been protected to the extent that Barack Obama has been protected. He's not even an American citizen. Yes, his birth certificate is fake. Epstein was already convicted of being a child molester when Barack Obama's chief counsel to the White House was communicating, having dinner with him and everything. Matter of fact, in one email, I'm going to bring this email up. She says, I need to talk to the boss, or you need to talk to the boss. Let me see. I can't remember if it said you need to talk to the boss or I need to talk to the boss. Let me bring that up. Here it is right here. It says, now, this is her and this is Epstein. Look at the date on that. That's 2014. Who was the president in 2014? Oh, okay then. It said, it doesn't look like you are prioritizing your schedule very effectively. It says, high importance. How are you going to manage all of that? This is what is Yunga week? I don't even know what that means. So the boss will be in town too. The boss, who is the boss? I'll be here all week. You may get sick of me. Just sit down on the train, so can't talk freely. Then he says, look right here. Jeffrey Epstein says, girls with a question mark. Careful, I will renew an old habit. He's admitting to being a pedo to the chief counsel for Barack Obama. This week, Summers, Bill Burns, Gordon Brown, she's naming all these names and something like this. Says, you are a welcome guest at any. Also, if you think that there are interesting people in town, everyone here for Climate Summit, Clinton Security Council, Holy S. I'm on blank for next 30 minutes. Why are they blocking that out? Then she says somebody else is blocked out. Maybe Barack Obama. Most girls do not have to worry about this crap. Jeffrey Epstein says, understand it comes down to high risk reward, low risk reward, professional, emotional, and financial. And then look, it says, agree, but I need to be prepared to say yes before I talk to him. And then it says, you need to talk to boss. Who's the boss? Is she saying Epstein needs to talk to the boss, which is Barack Obama? I told you, all the files with Barack Obama been got destroyed because the one person they need to protect is this fake Manchurian queer candidate by the name of Barack Obama. By any means necessary, they got to protect him. That's why, I don't know why we didn't talk. I said the other day, and somebody tried to say, Barack Obama's not in the files. Of course he's in the files. Anybody who is somebody's in the files. But I want to know what they're in the files for. Because just having your names in there doesn't make you guilty of anything. I want to know specifically why they were communicating with Jeffrey Epstein. This woman, I think she was having relations with Jeffrey Epstein. Because some of the stuff she was saying in some of these emails is outrageous. So she need to talk to the boss right there, okay? So, and then it was this email here. Let me see this other one. This one here, look. This is the gift. She says, oh my God, I'm dying. Jeffrey Epstein showered Obama's White House counselor, Catherine Rumor, with gifts, including a $9,400 Hermes handbag. Four Seasons Spa treatment emails. She's admitting to wearing it right here. Look. Kathy Rumor, two blank. Whose name did they redact? Why would they redact who she sent this to? I want to know who she sent this to. So, of course, I love the Hermes one. I think that's how you pronounce it. If truly okay with him to do the Hermes, I would love the 40mm stainless Hermes with blue indigo swift letter double tour. She's telling him what gifts she wants to while she's working for Obama. And these bastards want us to believe that Obama's not in the files. You think Obama didn't know she was talking to him? John Brennan was the head of CIA. She was bragging that John Brennan gave her some high award. And they wanted you to, all these bastards is in there. Bush is in there too. Tony was one of Bush. Trump is in there too. And it ain't nothing good what they in there for. Pam Bundy wants to talk about the stock market. No, you freaking skank you. We want to know why y'all was hiding these files this long. Pam Bundy was in Florida. Am I to believe that Pam Bundy was tricked by this little bitty files they gave her? And Pam Bundy was tricked when she handed out these binders to these ignoramuses from Twitter and everything else. They was holding up the binder. Look what Pam gave us. See, the problem with a bunch of these people, these little influencers, see, they ain't never been under no real pressure. These are these little keyboard warriors. They never really been in no real pressure. They never been in no dangerous situation because they want to be these people friends. I don't want to be Donald Trump's friend. I don't want to be Pam Bundy, Cass Patel. I get so sick of these so-called influencers tell me who your damn friend. I don't give a damn about your friends. You know, such and such is my friend. I did an interview with such and such. That's why you selling out. Because you want them to do an interview with you. You want to sell out. Too many of them do this. And they sell out and then they get mad. I'm going to drag you every last. I'm going to call you by name. And ain't a damn thing you're going to do about it either. That's their problem is everybody be scared of they're scared of their trolls and stuff. Ain't no troll going to confront me. They be scared of these little trolls on the internet. Have at it. For 15 years, I've been talking like this. Ain't no troll ever confront me. Because when I'm on site, whenever you confront me, it's on site. I'm not talking. I don't do no talking in person like that. I'm not going to talk to you. Because you get mad because some of your heroes got exposed. Don't get mad with me. Tell them not to be a fraud. I mean, they unmitigated gall of some of these people. They get mad because you expose one of their heroes and they threaten. Oh, they're getting all huffy and puffy and stuff. Just like the people who support Jay-Z. Jay-Z was hanging out with the spirit teacher. Now, matter of fact, I got a video of that skank. She's acting like people are harassing her now. Heifer, you've been harassing children. I don't want to hear anything about you getting harassed now. I'm supposed to feel sympathy for this heifer. She's saying, I can't go nowhere in public. Good. I'm glad you can't go nowhere in public. But before I get to that, I want to show you this clip of this Czech foreign minister checking Hillary Clinton.
Do you agree that the Trump administration's actions on Ukraine have produced a rift in the West?
Well, first, I think you really don't like him.
You know, that is absolutely true. But I really, not only do I not like him.
And remember, Trump protected her. So I got a question. She suffered enough. That is the wimpiest stuff. I said it back then in 2017, and the Trump people got mad at me. I said he's selling out. What do you mean she suffered enough? I said it in 2017. Nobody else would say it because the only way they got popularity is riding Donald Trump's coattails. I see all these Republicans now, when they run ads, they got to say Donald Trump's name. Stand on your own mirror, clown. Well, I'm a big Trump, I'm a Trump Republican, I'm a Trump this, I'm a Trump that. Yeah, because you ain't got no balls to do nothing on your own. You got to suck up to him everything you do. Can't stand suck ups anyway. Always sucking up to somebody. I'm such and such. Who cares who you are? Give a damn who your friends is. I'm friends with Jesus. How about that? See the shirt? Did you see the shirt? Matter of fact, I'm going to show you another picture of the shirt. It means something. I'm going to bring it up here in a minute. But here's Hillary getting upset.
I don't like him because of what he's doing to the United States and the world, and I think you should take...
Can you believe this, heifer? All the stuff hurting the pedestrians and the Clemson did, the Haiti people, the little children and everything else. And she telling me somebody's doing something. See, this is how these demons get bold when you don't do nothing to them. Having mercy on a demon will get you destroyed.
A hard look at it if you think that there is something good that will come out of it.
What I think Trump is doing in America, I think it is reaction for something for some policies that really went too far from the regular people, too far from reality. So, we saw the cancel culture. We saw the woke revolution. I don't agree with the gender revolution, the climate alarmism.
Which gender? Women having their rights?
No, let Peter go on.
I think there are two genders. So, but some of us think that there is more than one or more than two gender. I think there is male and female, and there.
Amen, brother. Male and female. Period. End of discussion. And the reason that YouTube's never liked me is because I never would go with this transgender stuff. All these wimpy YouTubers kissing up to this right here. That's why Mr. Beast got so big, because he started going with the transgender occult. That's why he got big, because his material is so good. You give me hundreds of millions of dollars, anybody can do a bunch of videos and give away stuff. All they do is try to shadow man me on every damn thing, because I won't tote the line and sell out for this whole transgender stuff. Meg Kelly, when she was at CBS, now everybody's passing it around. Somebody needs to ask Meg Kelly, why were you pretending like when you had on your show, Meg Kelly had on her show, not me. Meg Kelly had on her show little boys who was supposed to, and little girls who were supposed to be transgender. You mean to tell me a smart lawyer like her didn't realize that a man can never become a woman and a woman can never become a man? You just figured it out after you got off CBS? No, you already sold out. So I don't want to hear how ruthless she is now. She's a fraud. Just like when she was at Fox News, she was a fraudine. I'm sorry, she is. Now everybody passes it around. Oh my God, she's speaking the truth. Meg Kelly is doing this. Ask Meg Kelly, why was she pretending like transgender thing was a real thing when they was paying her $11 million at CBS? That's the question I want to ask. Tucker Carlson's talking tough right now. Ask Tucker Carlson when he was at Fox News, why was he writing emails? He couldn't stand Donald Trump. He hated Donald Trump. He ain't never done anything. All this stuff right here. Then he started kissing his ass. He said he didn't believe there was actually no election, no voter fraud. Tucker said that he said that in the text message, but he didn't say it on air. He's a fraud too. Now he's talking tough on the internet. His daddy was in the CIA anyway. I don't like him no more.
Rest probably is a social construct. So this is something that went too far.
But does that justify selling out the people of Ukraine who are on the front line?
See, she said selling out the people of Ukraine. Bitch, what country are you from? This is America. Hell is you talking about Ukraine? I don't give a damn about no Ukraine. Zelensky didn't got enough money. He didn't got rich, brought all kind of properties. Now you telling me about Ukraine. I don't care about Ukraine. I didn't care about Ukraine from the very onset. Ain't nothing but a bunch of Nazis over there anyway. Ask yourself, why is all these people like Lindsey Graham? I like to peel the skin off his face. All of these damn fake damn Republicans and Democrats kissing up to Zelensky in Ukraine. Ukraine, when Barack Obama was president, y'all said it was corrupt. Now all of a sudden, we supposed to just keep giving them money. There's Americans suffering. Why the hell are you so concerned about this? Give them some of your damn money that you stole, you freaking heifer, you. Can't stand Hillary Clinton. I can't wait till she check out. And when she checks out, some people be coming on the internet, let's pray for the Clintons.
Trying to say their freedom and their two genders, if that's what you're worried about?
Can I please?
I just love when she was running for office, when she was passing and I was throwing her in the back of the van. Nothing brought me more joy than to see her suffer. It really did. Because this woman is demonic. I mean, all of the trash that she has done, she's been corrupt, even before Bill. She had white Whitewater. Was it Whitewater? Watergate, I'm sorry. Watergate. She got taken off that, but she was even corrupt way back then. She'd been corrupt.
Finish my points. I'm sorry that it makes you nervous. I'm really sorry for that.
It makes me nervous. It makes me
But seriously, can we let...
See how the liberals always trying to interrupt you because they can't make their point. See, the best way to talk to liberals is, I'm going to let you say everything you want to say. Just keep talking. I'll let you finish. But when I get ready to talk, shut your damn mouth. Let me speak now. See, she wants to keep talking over him because her point is not. Climate change is a joke. I've been saying climate change was a joke for the last 30 years. Recycling is a joke too, and I don't care who likes it. I was in the industry. I already know the whole damn thing is fraudulent. All this fake climate change is ridiculous. That's the way they control you. Matter of fact, John Podesta was using climate change money, quote, to mess with little children. Matter of fact, I got a clip by Laura Logan and another clip by Podesta's that was of Podesta and Tony, his brother, who's nothing but a pervert. And he got asked this question. He starts trying to deflect, saying people trying to make him look bad, and his family is threatened. Y'all been threatening kids and the rest of us for years. Nothing's ever happened to y'all. It's about time people wake up and stop trying to put these damn politicians on pedestal. The reason we're $37 trillion in debt is because of the Republicans and the damn Democrats. It ain't just the Democrats, it ain't just the Republicans. The reason we're in debt like this is because both of the parties are corrupt.
Peter, finish, please. Can we let Peter finish, please?
I have to say one more thing. You said that Ukraine fights for our future and for our freedom. I think first, Ukraine fights for Ukraine's future, Ukraine's freedom, and
actions.
Damn it, I messed it up. Hold on a minute. This dude is on to something.
But seriously, can we let Peter finish, please? Can we let Peter finish, please?
I have to say one more thing. You said that Ukraine fights for our future and for our freedom. I think first, Ukraine fights for Ukraine's future, Ukraine's freedom, and Ukraine's sovereignty and independence.
Now, see, this is funny that somebody from the Czech could actually have to check Hillary Clinton to tell this heifer that Ukraine's supposed to be fighting for Ukraine freedom. Why are we fighting for Ukraine freedom? I don't understand this whole concept. What makes it that Ukraine freedom is based on us? I really don't. I never understood when they was telling us we need to fight for Ukraine. All you bastards love Russia at first. Hillary loved Russia. The Bushes, everybody loved Russia. All of a sudden, Russia is the boogeyman, not China, who constantly sends spies over, but it's Russia. China is way more of a threat than Russia could ever be. To be honest with you, India is more of a threat than freaking Russia. It's ridiculous, man. This fake boogeyman they keep trying to make up. You know who's more of a threat than Russia? Your damn government is more of a threat than Russia. All they do is lie to you. And then they get mad when you don't believe their lies. But I got a clip of Podesta too. This is one of Podesta's brother.
You can address some of the controversies or maybe just conspiracy theories tied to you, your brother, and the Podesta group. So whether that's your personal email leak as it relates to Pizzagate, the undisclosed 7.
Nobody has really ever addressed, not the Trump administration, no other. Well, I already know the Obama and the Biden administration don't address it. Why didn't Donald Trump administration the first time or the second time go off into this whole leak email? Matter of fact, when what's the fella name? It was working as Donald Trump. He used to be the head of CIA. He was fat and then he lost a bunch of weight. What was his name? He was gonna run. Damn it, I can't remember his name. The former CIA director for. I mean, that's gonna drive me crazy. I can't remember his damn name. What was his name? I'll think of it in a few minutes. But anyway, he tried to assassinate Julian Assange. It was proven that he tried to assassinate him. So you want me to believe that Julian Assange was the bad guy? Just think about this. He released the Podesta files. Why didn't anything ever come up about the Podesta files? Why didn't we ever do anything about the Podesta files? See, every time they say it's a conspiracy, you almost can just chalk it up. It's probably factual. Everything they said was a conspiracy. They used to say the deep state was a conspiracy. They don't even try to hide that anymore. They used to say one world government, it was a conspiracy. They don't try to hide that anymore. They used to try to hide and say, we're not trying to corrupt the children's minds in school. They don't even try to hide that anymore. They make it plain and simple. Now they're trying to indoctrinate the kids to make them go out and protest for ICE foreigners. They want you to protest ICE from deporting foreigners who came over to this country. I wouldn't care if they was committing the crime or not. You broke the law coming over here. What the hell is you talking about? I don't understand why we're talking about this. Matter of fact, this is biblical. You got to have borders. Do you think that when Israel, the old Israel in the Bible, they didn't have borders? Matter of fact, the 12 tribes of Israel, the ones when they had the 12 tribes, they all had borders. Why would any Christian be talking about there's no such thing as borders? There's no such thing as illegals. Are you crazy? You can go with the old school, go with the Roman Empire. You think they didn't have borders? You think the Assyrians, the Egyptians, the Babylonians didn't have borders? It's a stupid thing. Any moron, any ignoramus will understand that you cannot have a country without freaking borders. I don't care how offended you get. You don't have a right to come over and start getting a bunch of free stuff. No country can survive bringing a bunch of foreigners over, letting them have babies, run up a hospital bill, drive up the cost of everything, and then tell me that they're the ones who pick your fruit, or those are the ones who work in your hotel room. All the free money we get giving them does not account for them coming over and picking some damn fruits or working in a hotel. Are you freaking kidding me? I had to tell a business owner this right here not too long ago. I said, let me see if I got you right. You're upset because some people who came over here illegally was breaking the law and now they're being deported and you have a problem with that. I said, would you like somebody stealing from your business? Because I got a couple guys who can come over and steal from it. If you saying it's okay to steal from the American people because you say it benefits you, you got some nerve. I don't want to hear it. I don't care nothing about your feelings or some. The right way is the right way, and the wrong way is the wrong way. John Podesta should be in jail. His brother should be in jail. The Clintons should be in jail. Obama should be in jail. Most of what's his name? Howard Lutnick should be in prison. If you ask me, I'm gonna get to him in a few minutes. By the way, the one who's still working as the Commerce treasurer for Donald Trump right now, he should be in prison.
35,000 shares of stock he received from the Kremlin, potentially violating financial disclosure laws. Uranium One being a client of the Podesta Group.
He's not going to address none of what she said.
Why your brother left the Podesta Group after facing criminal inquiry. As an aspiring person in politics, I'm curious as to how you're dealing with all of these accusations. Thank you.
This is how the alt-right does fake news.
I like to pistol whip the skin off him. He said alt-right. Address what she just said, clown. Look how nervous he is. Because most people, these fake people like Cash Patel, bug-eyed Cash Patel, I wish to deport him back to India somewhere. Take his damn country music sensation girlfriend, take her back and drop off. Take his mom and dad and drop them back off in India too. All of them go back. You can take Pam Bundy with you. I don't care if she ain't from India. Take over there with you.
You know, and it's personally painful because a lot of this is really total bullshit. And I am sick of the, I have been.
Hold on a minute. Did you guys sell uranium to the Russians? That's a well-known fact. Everybody knows that's not bullcrap. In these emails, did they have all these secret codes in reference? They had a bunch of secret codes. Explain to me those codes in there, a hot dog or a cheese pizza. Explain it to me then. Because I would like to know what that stuff means. I really would. I'm interested to know if you can explain it to me. And why was you guys so upset if there's nothing really in there? Why was they always talking about pizza anyway? It's most ridiculous that they don't even eat pizza. You think Hillary eats pizza? Just like she don't have hot sauce in her purse.
My family and I have been put through this Pizzagate.
Good. Your family needs to be put through it.
Bullshit for a year.
These are the kind of pedos that the Trump administration was protecting because we got information on him. Why didn't Cash Patel and the DOJ do something to this piece of trash?
which has been totally debunked.
It is right there. Does it look like it's been debunked? Look at that. See, this is what hot dog, one boy, pizza. See, this has nothing's been debunked by this. Give me these codes. What these codes right here mean? That's been debunked too, right? Okay. I can't even show that one. Now, I don't know if that's the Skippy video. I don't know if it's a real video. Most people say it is, but I can hear a child crying, but I can't tell where it's coming from. It could be from the pedestal file. But I don't like to say it is when I don't really have any information in context on what it was doing. In the video, it is a child screaming and crying. And somebody says that they got the voice sample and got an expert voice person and said it is John Podesta's voice. Could be. I don't know if it's fact, so I'm not going to play it because I know what they would be waiting for to do something because it's a bunch of perverts work for bunch of these social media platforms. They like to ban the truth. That's what they want to ban. They don't want to ban perverts. Matter of fact, most of the country is for perverts, Republicans and Democrats. All they do is talk. Why are we having all these hearings? Why was you people protecting these people? What I like to know. But I want to bring up something for you. Here is, let me see if I can got this one for, let me see. Oh yeah. Here's the one with, now I'm gonna remind you, remember Howard Lufnick? Now I'm gonna show you what Donald Trump has said about Howard Lufnick. He said he didn't hear his testimony. I want to play Donald Trump's statement first. And I want you to tell me, do you really believe Steve Bannon is a fraud too, by the way? Yeah, they all talk tough on the internet, but they're not gonna do nothing. All they do is talk. He's in the Epstein file a bunch of times too. To me, he was buddies with Epstein. Everybody was saying how Steve Bannon knew it. Remember when he got kicked out the White House the first time, he was sharing information with some liberal. You know, somebody need to ask yourself, why was that? I got a clip of Thomas Master. I want to play this one though. This is Donald Trump asked about Howard Lufnick. Now, asked about the Epstein files. Howard Lufnick is standing right next to him. I want you to look at this.
I know you've urged people to move on, but I'm curious, why do you think your supporters in particular have been so interested in the Epstein story and so upset about how it's been handled? I don't understand it. Why they would be.
Well, you got to be stupid little hands if you don't understand this. And look how Howard Lufnick is looking. I got two clips of him. I'm gonna play the one we played from yesterday, and I'm gonna play one about 9/11 with Howard Lufnick in there. This SOB is dirty. I don't care what nobody says.
So interested. He's dead for a long time. He was never a big factor.
If he was never a big factor with your jacked up hairstyle, why you was holding the files, clown? Why was you holding the files if there's nothing to hide? Let the files go then. This is what he thinks he can bully somebody with this. Listen here, fat guy. You're not gonna bully somebody to stop talking about something. If it was nothing to hide in the files, why were you not releasing the damn files then? If there's nothing, this is why I find funny when people say stuff like this. Well, there's nothing there. Well, if there's nothing in there, why y'all wait so long to release them then? Why did y'all lie about that was all the files several different times? And all the files will never be released because most of them have been destroyed anyway. But somebody needs to tell small hands to tell me, why were you guys insisting on not releasing them if there's nothing to hide, damn it? Damn. I mean, do you really think somebody this stupid? You sound like a liberal clown. And Howard Lufnick is the one that gives me. Now, I got two clips of Howard Lufnick after this.
In terms of life, I don't understand what the interest or what the fascination is. I really don't. And the credible information's been given. Don't forget, we went through years of the Mueller witch hunt and all of the different...
We're not talking about the Mueller witch hunt. Quit getting distracted, nigga.
Different things, the Steele dossier, which was...
It ain't the same thing. This is credible evidence. I need to see, nobody don't have to ask Donald Trump the right kind of question. I want you to explain to me, why were all these damn people, including Barack Obama's chief counselor, why was she contacting Jeffrey Epstein? If he's irrelevant, why was the chief counselor for Barack Obama contacting him then? Please answer that question, Mr. President. You're not giving me a good answer. You're filibustering the answer. See, I'll just say, hold on a minute. I don't mean no disrespect. Hold on a minute, Mr. President. Could you explain to me why all of these Bill Gates, All these people were hanging around Jeffrey, the chief counselor, your buddy right here, Howard Lutnick. Why were all of these people hanging around Epstein if he's irrelevant? Just because he's been dead don't mean Kennedy been dead for a long time too. You think I believe all the stuff you said about him? Just because he's dead don't mean you came up with the facts, fool.
It was all fake. All that information was fake. But I don't understand why the Jeffrey Epstein case would be of interest to anybody.
Look how Howard Lutnick is looking. Now I'm gonna tell you what, because I'm gonna go back to what we played the other day. When we, because I'm gonna get up to a point that Howard Lutnick with 9/11, because I'm gonna tie him into 9/11 too. But I want to replay some of the videos we played the other day with this fraud by the name of Howard Lutnick, because he is a fraud.
And there's a massage table in the middle of the room, and candles all around and stuff. So I ask very insightful, cutting questions. I say to him,
I think he may be working with the Mossad and somebody else too, because there's something funny about this dude.
Massage table in the middle of your house? How often do you have a massage? And he says, every day. And then he gets weirdly close to me. Ooh. And he says, and the right kind of massage. Ooh. Now my wife is standing here.
See, people like to pretend like they got principles. See, he's talking like this, and he's a complete fraud.
So she looks at me, and I look at her, and we say, I'm sorry, we have to go. And we left. And in the 6 or 8 steps it takes to get from his house to my house, my wife and I decided that I will never be in the room with that disgusting person ever again. Really? So I was never in the room with him socially, for business, or even philanthropy. If that guy was there, I wasn't going because he's gross.
Did you hear that? Now, President Trump wants you to believe that he didn't know about this. Howard Lutnick stayed next door to Jeffrey Epstein for 21 years. Am I supposed to believe that Howard Lutnick stayed next door to Jeffrey Epstein for 21 years? He never spoke to him anymore. He never had anything to do. But you put this clown on the oath. Let me get to the, he got on the oath. Now Donald Trump trying to play. Now I got no respect for you now. Now you done made me lose respect for you. And you can't get it back once I lose it. Here is Howard Lutnick under oath now.
I think you understand the root of concern here. It's the way you described very emphatically your first encounter with him in his apartment, said you were disgusted, would never have any contact with him again. Did you, in fact, make the visit to Jeffrey Epstein's private island?
I did have lunch with him as I was on a boat going across on a family vacation. My wife was with me, as were my 4 children and nannies. I had another couple they were there as well with their children, and we had lunch on the island. That is true, for an hour, and we left with all of my children, with my nannies and my wife, all together. We were on family vacation. We were not apart. To suggest,
if Donald Trump had any principles, he would fire him immediately. I don't care what nobody can convince me that there was, and by the way, I told you the other day, he had some shell companies that he was doing business with Jeffrey Epstein. So you're telling me Donald Trump wants you to believe, listen how insulting this is. Donald Trump wants me to believe that Howard Lutnick stayed next door to Jeffrey Epstein for 21 years. When he did the interview, I think that with Miranda Levine, I think it was in 2018, 19, I can't remember what year it was. He emphatically said he and his wife thought he was gross. He would never be in the same room with him ever again because he was gross. He never did business with him. He never did anything. But he's a filthy liar because under oath, he says that he and his wife, they just happened to be traveling across on a boat. What kind of boat was it? A ship? A yacht? And just so happened y'all stopped by Epstein place. You haven't been communicating with him. So how would you communicate with him to stop and have dinner with him for 1 hour if you don't communicate? Then you took your kids around him and you took him, but he was gross. And Donald Trump wants me to believe that he don't know the guy standing right next to him when he's saying he's irrelevant. Nigga, you must think I'm crazy. No, I don't got no respect for him now. Because when you keep telling me something that, and I hear all these like these talk shows, like what's his name? Michael, I can't remember his damn name. He does a radio show. It airs down here in Texas too. Sean Hannity, the president. Why is the president? I like to ask Sean Hannity this question. Explain to me if this was a Barack Obama or Joe Biden administration, and their guy standing right next to them was involved with Epstein, stayed next door for him for 21 years, went on his private island after he said he was disgusting when he put him on the oath, and you want me to believe that you would say the same thing if it was a damn liberal. I'm an equal opportunity basher. Anybody, like I keep saying, can get it. When you screw up, don't think I'm gonna be nice to you. I'm gonna be disrespectful. I don't care who likes it. I'm gonna get disrespectful with you because you need to be disrespectful. You telling me that you're protecting a child molester? You telling me that the people who are hanging around a child molester, you want to protect them? I remember the first time he says, well, you can hurt some innocent people. I don't give a damn about that. Don't hang around child molesters, fool. They knew he was child molester. Howard Lutnick, I got one more clip of Howard Lutnick. I want you to see this one right here because this one he was younger. This is the one that really got me. When I saw this one right here, I said, I'll be damned. I'll be damned. Now it's starting to make sense. This is Howard Lutnick after 9/11.
Interactions with Epstein? Did you have any financial
no,
involvement with Jeffrey Epstein?
Wait a minute, that's not the right one. Hold on a minute. That's the one he was walking in. That ain't the one I want. I want this other one. Let me see if I can find it right quick. Wait a minute, what did I do with it? This was right after 9/11. When I saw that, I said, okay, now it's starting to make sense. Yes, it is. What did I do? Is this it? I think this is it.
Interactions with Epstein?
Did you have any? Wrong one again. Wait a minute. Did I mislabel the damn thing? Because I had labeled it. Let me see if I called two of them the same thing. Let me see if this is
Center. The head of Cantor.
Okay, let me see if this is it.
The head of Cantor Fitzgerald, Howard Lutnick, just happened to be out of the office that day that the terrorists struck. Mr. Lutnick was taking his son to his first day of kindergarten. Now he says he has a very different view of business and life. He spoke to our business correspondent, Terry Keenan, earlier today.
We are really focused on trying to make sure that our 700 families who lost a member of their family are taken care of. And
you see what it says? CEO of Cantor Fitzgerald. That part of his corporation was doing business with Epstein. Just so happened when 9/11 hit, he just knew not to come there. It's just a coincidence that he was taking his child to kindergarten when the planes allegedly struck the building. Oh, I believe you. That's not suspicious at all. There's a bunch of Jews and Muslims who didn't go to work this day. Just so happened they just got lucky. God stopped them from going there. Really? So Howard Lutnick just so happened didn't go to 9 on 9/11. On 9/10 he was there. 9/9 he was there. 9/8 he was there. Just so happened, boy, he had to take his child to school, and he happened just to miss of the planes going into the building. Oh, that's a coincidence. I'm sure there's nothing to see here. And you want me to believe, because matter of fact, Pam Bundy was asked the question, did Donald Trump know that Howard Lutnick had ties to Epstein before he hired him? And the answer is, hell yes, he knew. That's why he didn't want the files to come out, because they knew you was protecting this creep right here. Howard Lutnick can't tell me a damn thing because he's corrupt. I don't want to hear nothing about his comments because I know he's corrupt now. So on 9/11, the same Howard Lutnick that lied about Epstein, this company right here, Cantor Fitzgerald, was doing business with Epstein. He had a shell company. It's a fact he was doing business with him. It's in the Epstein files. Isn't that interesting that Trump and Pam Bundy and Cash Patel was trying to stop these files from coming out. Just like Obama tried to stop the files from coming out, just like Joe Biden administration tried to stop the files from coming out, because their people were communicating with Epstein. Now ask yourself why. Why were all these people communicating with Epstein? He's just such a great guy, even though he's a child molester. He's just such a warm guy to be around. He's such a mental stimulant of the mind that you have to hang around this pervert. He was working for some government agency. I don't know if it's directly, indirectly, or he had blackmail information. They was using him as blackmail information. I don't know what the time, but nobody's going to tell me he didn't have no ties to either CIA or Mossad. He had some ties, maybe even the MI6 of the UK. Nobody's going to tell me he didn't have no strong ties to some kind of intelligence agency. Nobody's going to tell me that now, because there's no reason for all these people to be communicating with this pervert. So he said he was there on 9/10, but 9/11 just so happened. You lucky guy, you.
And so I spent the day yesterday and part of the day in talking to our insurance company. Our insurance company, CNA, told me that they would, well, they told our guys, they didn't tell me, and then they told me that that they were willing to treat this as an accidental death, which means...
What? Why would it even be a question if it's an accidental death? He's worried about insurance money when all these people have died? Really? Insurance money?
Means that they would double the policy for all of my victims upstairs and all.
They would double the policy. In other words, he gonna get paid a lot of money off them dying. He seems like a wonderful guy. This is the kind of guy you can trust.
And all of us, and so that added $35 million to that group upstairs. But the sad thing is, so $35 million sounds like so much money, but if
he's faking like he's crying. I like to pistol whoop this SOB.
You divide it by 700 people, it's only $50,000. It's not enough.
You see this fraud? No one can tell me a damn thing about Howard Lutnick and Trump trying to defend him. Nobody can tell me anything. I don't give a damn who says something about it.
So that's why we need to work on our foundation.
Yeah, and you've set up that foundation. We'll give the information to our viewers. Explain the needs of these young families. Many of your traders were just in their 30s.
We've got the average employee we have is around 33 years old. So they're just married. We have probably
Don't act like you give a damn about that.
dozen women who are pregnant with babies who just lost their husbands.
Can you believe this clown pretend like he's crying? This is the worst acting job I've ever seen. The same dude who lied about going to Epstein's island, never had any contact, now just so happened. I bet you if we go talking to people, I bet you that they didn't even get the money. I bet he got more money than that. He said it was going to double the policy. You understand what I'm saying about these people? And I'm supposed to like feel sympathy for when one of them dies. I'm supposed to be saying, they don't say you don't supposed to talk about the dead. Of course you do. The hell is you talking about? Demons. Why would I be sad because a demon dies? They don't care nothing about the kids being killed. They don't care about innocent Americans being killed. Some real innocent Americans died in that building.
We've got lots and lots and lots and lots. We must have more than 1,000 children, 1,500 children who've now lost one of their parents, and they've lost the breadwinner that makes all the money. So we are.
Can you believe this clown with his George Jefferson haircut?
Dedicated to raising money for our foundation, which will go to.
It's about the money. Whenever somebody said it ain't about the money, it's always about the damn money. He's raising money, a foundation now. Everything, your life is expendable to these devils. His dad is the devil. This is a demon.
To take care of and try to help the victims of this horrible tragedy and try to make their lives a little easier, whether that pays for, health insurance for a long, long time or gets them some extra money or makes their lives even.
I like to talk to some of the people who work and their family members who actually died. I like to know how much he actually did for them. I like to interview one of them and ask how much this clown really did for him. if they got anything.
It's much easier. I mean, that's what we're doing, and that's what we're driving for, and it's called the Cantor Fitzgerald Foundation.
Yes, that's the same foundation that was working with Jeffrey Epstein. You clown, you.
And you know, anyone who can make a donation to it is going to help a lot of people.
Now give me your money after I quote just happens to be dropping my child off for kindergarten. Oh, he's such a great father, dropping his son off for kindergarten while the other ones get slaughtered. I don't think they knew the something was about to happen in that building? Come on, man. It's ridiculous.
Really, really need it.
And just finally, you know, it was just, you know, accident of timing and luck on your part that you weren't in the building, and I know some of the other survivors.
Lucky wasn't in the building. You lucky dog, you.
Here, how do you feel it must?
Notice he stopped crying, right? The tears stopped. He never shedded a tear.
You know, tear you in so many different directions.
You know, I don't know why I'm alive. I not only was I
don't know why you're alive either. That's a good question. That's a good question for me too.
I didn't get to the building early enough so that I wasn't
Of course you didn't get to the building because you knew what was going to happen, you clown, you.
in it. But then I stood outside at the door helping people out and telling them to come on.
Oh, sure you did. You're a hero now. Oh, clap. But somebody please give him a medal. I'm sure next time you'd be saying you ran into the building and rescued people.
Get out, and asking what floor they were on, trying to find the higher and higher floors so that I could.
He's a damn liar. This dude is a complete fraud. This is who Donald Trump hired in administration. He was standing right next to Donald Trump, and Donald Trump told you that the Epstein files is irrelevant. Nigga, please.
Hopefully find someone coming down from 101 so that meant our guys and our women had survived. But, you know, I'm standing under the building when the number 2 collapses, and I'm just lucky to be alive. And
oh, sure, you're so lucky.
I don't know why I am, but you know what? I'm just thankful, and it must be because
luck be a lady tonight. I've
got the responsibility to try to do my best for this group of 700 families, and I'm just one of them. I lost my brother, my sister's here.
You know, you think these demons sacrifice their own children? You think they really give a damn about his brother or anybody else? These demons will sell out anybody.
We're just part of the family, and you know, that's my responsibility, and I'm going to do my best. And my fantastic employees at Cantor and eSpeed and TradeSpark, they're doing their best to support these guys, and that's what's driving them. And you know, I think they're heroes. They're really all heroes.
This is unreal. These people are unreal. And Donald Trump wants me to believe that he don't know this dude was involved with Epstein. He lived next door to Epstein. I'm going to express this again. He lived next door to Epstein for 21 years. He did a whole lot more with Epstein, I can guarantee you. But a lot of that stuff has already been destroyed in the files. The real files that show it. I bet you any kind of money. You do remember, I didn't even get the video, but it was when they had that funeral. I think it was Herbert Bush funeral, if I'm not mistaken, when they passed all these letters, and everybody who looked at that letter, their expression changed. Because it's like it was something in there that they were saying that they could never know or something. I don't know what was in there. But it was something that didn't seem like it was very positive, because their expression on their face changed. I got somebody else I want to I want to show you this heifer right here crying. She's trying to act like she's a victim now. This Marina, whatever the hell her name is, freaking devil worshiper. Spirit cook, they call it. Somebody should ask John Podesta, what's the spirit cooking? What is that about? Oh, let me play Laura Logan first, what she says here.
One of the things I asked him is, I said, I get it, but I don't get it. The children.
Watch this.
You've got to, I have such a problem with this.
Understand it is a spiritual warfare. That's the part people keep leaving out. I don't care what nobody says. Satan is running around, and he has plenty of workers right here on planet Earth. He took a third of the angels when he fell from heaven, and it seemed like a bunch of them is right here. They're in the office. They work. Satan is having his way with these damn people. But listen to what she says about devil worship.
You got to explain this one to me. And he said, well, first of all, you're looking at it the wrong way. I said, what do you mean? And he said, well, They don't define children the way you do. They don't define
children the way you do. Pay attention.
World the way you do. The choices that you face are not their choices, right? They look at it completely differently. And I said, well, okay, so how do they look at it? And he said, for them, everything is defined by their one fundamental, all-consuming purpose. I said, which is what? He said, to defeat God, right? Because this is the moment,
Did you hear that? Their defining moment is to defeat God. Of course, it's futile, but the devil is using these damn fools. They think they can beat God.
For them, it's about the real God. The true gods are them and Satan. They're right. And so he said, children are the closest thing on earth to God, because we are created in the image of God. And as you know, from the moment we're created, we haven't had time to be corrupted and to stray. So
that's why they're trying to corrupt the kids.
For them, the younger you are, the closer you are to God.
Because most kids are innocent. They don't know about this filth and corruption. That's why they want to corrupt the minds of the children.
More pain they can inflict on God. So the more you can make a baby or a small child suffer, the greater your victory.
The old bag said they taking her comment down. Yeah, they'll do that, but they'll leave child molesters up there, old bag.
Over God. And that is the only consideration for them. Outside of that, doesn't exist.
I told you, what y'all gonna understand, I've been saying this for years. Nobody believed me when I said it back in 2012 and 13. I said the social media platforms are really ran by demons, and they don't want you saying real truth. They'll let you do buffoonery. As long as somebody doing buffoonery or not talking too much about their real agenda, they don't have a problem with it. But once you start exposing these demons, see, what these demons know is they know who's really scared of them. But see, when they find out you don't fear their master, the devil, when you don't fear these so-called deep state, all these, it really offends them. And when you don't compromise and go in with everybody else, it just really offends them. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you what somebody told me. I've been telling them way back then. Once they get you on their radar and they know that they can't get you to do what everybody else do, they become very, very angry. Devil gets mad. But see, I'm not really worried about the devil, because the devil can't really do anything to me unless my master gives him permissions. So I'm not worried about the devil. The devil should be scared of you, especially if you have the spirit living within you. The devil should be scared of you. See, these demons, anybody who's protecting a child molester is the devil to me. I don't give a damn who it is. Anytime somebody tries to protect anybody who's associated with Epstein, I'm going to think that you a devil. Because you can't give me a good reason why. Let everything come out. You don't be hanging around child molesters if you don't want it to come out. Why should we be protecting any of these damn people? I don't understand the whole concept of trying to get mad because somebody wants the information to come out. Yeah, I want it all to come out. But I had another clip. Let me see if I got this. This clip right here was of, let me see that one I wanted to show you. I had a funny one of Elizabeth Warren. Let me show you what was Elizabeth Warren for, just to make fun of her.
Once again, I just voted no on a blank check for ICE and CBP.
See, this is how they look for real. This is how she looks on the inside. See, if you can flip them inside out, these demons, this is how these demons look. Both Republicans and Democrat demons look like this.
Because today Republicans in Congress tried once again to shovel billions of dollars into ICE without any restraints whatsoever.
Because they want these illegals coming over here, these illegals who's molesting little children, committing crimes. They want them over here. This is how you destroy our country. Look at this demon.
However,
this is the woman who tried to pretend like she was a Native American because she said her mammy told her that. Her mammy told her dumb sisters and brothers that she was Native. Girl, you know damn well you ain't no Native American. Hell is you talking about, man? I'm way more Native American than you can ever think about being. If you Native American, I'm the chief of the Apache tribe then. Hell is you talking about? She's Native American.
And you know what? Every Senate Republican voted for it. They voted to rubber stamp all of ICE's terror. Keep in mind, what they tried to pass doesn't even make ICE follow the.
I can't stand that heifer. I really don't. See, personally, I think you most people don't have a healthy, just complete disdain for these people. There's nothing authentic about them. They all fake. They pretend to be strong. I'm just send me to Washington and I'm gonna fight you. You're not gonna do nothing but talk. Go on an interview with somebody, talk real tough. You're not gonna do nothing because you're part of the problem, and you've already sold your soul to the devil. Now I'm supposed to believe you're gonna do something. You ain't gonna do a damn thing but get on the internet and talk and get interviewed by Fox News and the rest of these clown shows. See, where's the other one that I want to show you? What is the one? Let me see here. No, I already showed you that one. I wanted to show you that Marina woman. I can't pronounce her last name. Abrakaki or some crazy last name. Demon's what she is. And I'm going to get back to Catherine Rumler, Barack Obama's chief counselor. Why nobody ain't really investigate. She stepped down now. It's too late for that heifer. It's too late for that one. And I got a video also. Remember I was telling you about what's his name? Julian Assange. You remember there was an old video of Lady Gaga pretending like she's interviewing Julian Assange and she's acting like a witch. There's a video of her with this same Marina woman and she's literally drinking blood. I mean, the demons. I'm supposed to listen to these demons? These are the devil. I don't listen to devils. Where's that woman at? I want to play her. No, I had her. What did I make sure what I label it as? I can't remember. I remember she was only one of the ones with Jay-Z, but that ain't the one I want right now. John Podesta, I played that one. But I wanted to show you the one with that's Thomas Massey. I think I'll show you. Well, see, that Tim fella, he be on to something. He said it. They won't do anything. But I want to get, well, let me play this one with I'm gonna play this one with Thomas Massey first, and then I'm gonna find the one with Maria woman. I know I labeled it something.
Well, he got tired of me winning, so he joined our side. I have no animosity toward him. I regret that it got personal for some folks, but it never has for me. It's always been about the survivors.
What do you think of this reversal? I mean, after months of fighting you?
Well, the Speaker, the Attorney General, the FBI Director, the President, and the Vice President could have saved us all this time and embarrassment, frankly, for our own party if they'd just done the right thing 4 months ago.
Do you believe him, Congressman? I mean, for weeks he's been pushing against this. Now he says he supports it. Do you buy it?
Nope. He's only supporting it because the President told him to support it.
No,
that's what Mike Johnson does.
No, I'm talking about do you buy President Trump saying that he wants the House to pass this resolution?
Well, I'm concerned that now he's opening a flurry of investigations, and I believe they may be trying to use those investigations as a predicate for not releasing the files. That's my concern.
You think they'll try to block it?
Well, they will. I'm afraid they're going to try to use a provision of the law that allows you not to release these materials if they're subject of an ongoing investigation and would harm, and the release of which would harm the ongoing investigation.
So what do you think this is all about for President Trump? First he was blocking this, pushing Republicans to block this for so long. Now he's reversing course, and he has the power to release the full files anyway.
Well, it's pretty simple. For 4 months, he thought the best thing for him.
Now, he didn't only have the power to release the files. Pam Bundy didn't have to listen. Pam Bundy could release the files anytime she wanted to. All of them could have released them. They always had them. But I want you to see a couple of pictures. I thought I had the video, but I don't have the video. She's whining. But I want to show you a couple of pictures with this crazy demon here. She is that the one? This is the one. This is the heifer. You remember her? This heifer is sick. She really is. Now, I want to show you who she's with on this picture. You see who that is? She's with Lord Jacob Rothschild, who is also a lover of the arts. That's a Satan summoned his legions painting he's standing in front of. All these people are of the devil, I'm telling you. It's some sick about these people. Why do y'all, all of them got these pictures of Satan, worshiping Satan? And Tony Podesta has these images of little children and paintings in his damn house. I can't show them because I know they'll give me a strike for even showing the damn pictures. But they don't ban none of these people who's doing this. These people are evil. The infatuation with these damn demonic forces. Now, I got this video. This is Lady Gaga.
Scene is footage that we licensed from WikiLeaks, so I wasn't in the room, and so you'll see it's a locked off shot.
Look, this woman thinks she's actually making Julian Assange look bad. This is Lady Gaga in the witch's uniform, by the way.
But I'm actually glad that there is no coverage because it makes it more surreal in the way that it stands out. It's just incredibly revealing.
Who is after you?
This is Lady Gaga. She drinks blood, by the way.
Mr. Assange.
Formally, there are more than 12 United States intelligence organizations.
12 United States intelligence agencies was after Julian Assange. Now, you do remember when Mr. Snowden had to run over to Russia. He's still in Russia. All he did was reveal what the government was doing. Did anybody ever get investigated for the things they were doing in the files that Mr. Snowden released? Edward Snowden, you remember that? Then they went after Julian Assange. It wasn't only the American intelligence agency. It was the Israel's intelligence agency, MI6 intelligence agency, France intelligence agency. They all want him dead for releasing stuff they had in there. But what about the crimes in the files he released? Ask yourself that question.
Investigative organizations that are.
What are they?
So, I mean.
Look how weird Lady Gaga. She's always been weird. She's nothing but a devil worshiper anyway, strange heifer.
Those include, most importantly, the FBI, the Department of Justice, the Central Intelligence Agency, the Department of Defense, and a.
By the way, since they released Julian Assange out of jail, have you noticed you ain't really heard nothing from him? It's something they told him to shut his damn mouth or they may gonna kill your whole damn family or something. It's some reason he's not talking anymore, really. Remember how vocal he was? I guess one of the grounds of him being released is to shut your damn mouth. And they shut him up too. One day, that's why when they die, I don't want to hear no sympathy for a demon dying.
Sets of the Department of Defense.
So it's a series of institutions.
He's not really listening to her, naming countless.
Look at this heifer, this dumb heifer here. She thinks she's making Julian Assange look bad. He's not. Why would he listen to her? She's not listening to him. He's the one being harassed. They protect her. She worked for the devil.
Organizations that are after him, which is so many, I have never actually counted them, and I think he would be still naming them.
Well, ask yourself why they after him then. And it proved they were after him because they locked him up.
A lot of people.
Well, there's more. I mean, there's the Scientologists.
There's a lot of friends.
Scientologists are number demon worshippers too.
There's a lot of friends of friends. A lot of friends.
Why are you interrupting him, heifer?
Of friends doing things to put you in this position that you are now in, correct?
Sure.
Yep. What they do is that anything they can do to discredit you, intimidate you, because these people already sold their soul to the devil. They ain't no help for it. Barack Obama sold his soul a long time ago. Joe Biden, the Clintons, all the Clintons ain't them devil worshipers. Mitch McConnell, Lindsey Graham, all devil worshipers. Pam Bundy, devil worshiper. Cass Patel, devil worshiper. The only reason you could be, because there's no way you can justify withholding these documents. That's why they wanted Bad Bunny there. He was talking about anal sex and everything else, and they let him speak that in Spanish, act like it was nothing wrong with it. Because they're demons. Demons love their own kind. I think I had one more clip I wanted to show. Oh, I think we showed you this before. This was Jay-Z did a video with this spirituous woman. Beyonce ain't but a devil worshiper too. That's what they are. Look at this. Now, I heard when they touch eyes like this, you know that what you call that thing, that the eye and the forehead, when they touch, it means that our spirit is joining together, demon upon demon. That's these two demons right here. And see, Jay-Z wanted Bad Bunny there because they all are devil worshippers. Bad Bunny is a devil worshiper. Jay-Z is a devil worshiper. This crazy heifer right here is saying that she can't hardly come out of her home because people harassing her because of conspiracy. What is this spiritual painting you was talking about then, in blood and all everything else? These people are demons, man. Look at that. And you got some of these little jackasses who are in hip hop, the so-called hip hop community. Little jackasses like Charlemagne, these little clowns, these little hip hop clowns. All the rest of them trying to act like some kind of intellectual giants. They don't want you saying anything about these people like the Jay-Z's, the Beyonce and stuff. Clown, I talk about whoever I want to talk about. He's a demon. Jay-Z is a demon. His lawyers are demons. He's a demon. Beyonce's a demon. These are all demons. See, this is why they will promote somebody like Carly B, who's a complete Neanderthal. She's a moron. She's loud and obnoxious. That's why she fell out the chair the other day. She's obnoxious. But look at this demon worship. All of them hang around this woman. All of them. Now ask yourself why. Because she worships the devil. Her daddy is the devil. Her master is the devil. It's crazy. Anyway, we got to get out of here. We hadn't did a live in a while. We wanted to get there because it's so much more information that I can share with you. But I don't want to hear anything about. I saw some people on the line talking, Pam Bundy finally did it, release the file. Shut up, stupid. Use a moron if you think these files mean something. She released some files. Give me what their crime was. Because why is all of these the know who, everybody in in this rich and famous crowd, the rich and the powerful, why in the hell was they all hanging around Jeffrey Epstein? Nobody's gave me a good answer yet. What kind of business dealing were they doing with him? Howard Lutnick, all of them, why they was hanging around him? Because he was some kind of, either they were using him to blackmail people, or he works secretly for these intelligence agency. There's something that he was giving governments in order for them to all be involved with him. I mean, Barack Obama's chief counsel was emailing these persons. I mean, you got to find that just absolutely mind-boggling. While she was chief advisor to Barack Obama, she was emailing Jeffrey Epstein regularly. He was giving her gifts. She was bragging about how the CIA director, John Brennan, had gave her gifts. She was advising Barack Obama on major domestic and foreign policies, as well as legal matters. This including constitutional problems. She advised on Supreme Court litigations, which some say may even included the Affordable Care Act, Obamacare. She even advised him on that, but I'm sure she got advice from Epstein. Ask yourself why. If Epstein was not an agent of the CIA or Mossad operative or some other agent, why was Catherine Rumner discussing that John Brennan gave her the highest medal? Why was she discussing this with Epstein? Don't forget, she now works, well, she was working at Goldman Sachs, one of the most powerful banks in the world, and she finally stepped down after this latest drop. Epstein met with CIA Director William Burns and Barack Obama's top lawyer, Catherine Rumner. Why? Why was Epstein meeting with these people? I thought he was done. He was a pervert. Why was all these rich, powerful people meeting with Epstein? Inquiring minds would love to know. Everything these people done was suspicious, and they want you to ignore it. And Donald Trump says, why are we still talking about a dead guy? Clown, if I have to explain this to you, you don't need to be the president. He was involved with CIA, all these high-ranking government officials, the rich and powerful everywhere. JFK been dead since 63. You didn't tell us to stop talking about that. Why is that the president of the United States don't want us talking about the Epstein files when people are still talking about the assassination of Dr. King, the assassination of JFK, the assassination of Bobby Kennedy? By the way, Bobby Kennedy was the one who sicked the dogs on Martin Luther King Jr. He said he was his good friend. They had something in common. But the only reason that J. Edgar Hoover was doing this because Bobby Kennedy gave him the okay, because Martin Luther King Jr. was hanging around nothing but a bunch of communists. This is a well-known fact. People get mad when you quote facts. Don't get mad at me because it's a fact. MLK was always hanging around communists. He didn't believe in God, really. He didn't really believe in the Bible. But RFK Jr. was the one who was who told who gave the sign off for the FBI to investigate. I'm saying Bobby Kennedy Jr., who's in office with Donald Trump right now, his daddy is the one who sicked the FBI on Dr. King because he was hanging around a bunch of communists. And then they still end up killing Bobby Kennedy anyway. You can't trust these demons. This is why I find funny about these people want you just to ignore this. No, I will not ignore it. I bet you Bobby Kennedy Jr. won't talk about that. How his daddy sick the FBI with J. Edgar Hoover, this freaking closet queer who liked to watch people anyway. I heard he used to dress in pantyhose and stuff too. He was the original person for the FBI. I wouldn't be surprised if Cash Patel dresses in pantyhose with his big bug eyes. I like to ship that nigga back to India somewhere with his damn little girlfriend, a country music sensation. I like to send all of them, his whole family, his mammy and his daddy too. Send them all back to India. Matter of fact, you can send J.D. Vance's damn wife back to India too. I'll send them all back over there. Okay, send the kids back to, you can send J.D. Vance back over for all I care. He's a fraud too. Send them all back over there. Because all they did is get on the internet and talk before they got in office. Now, once they got in office, now you want me to just ignore. I'm not going to know. I'm going to drag you every chance I get now. Do not lie to me and then tell me to be quiet about something. I get real offended when somebody tell me not to talk about something. Because it seems to me you're trying to act like a little Adolf Hitler, tell me not to talk about something. That's why I'm going to still go in. I'm going to go in on Erica Kirk even more now. They got mad because I didn't approve the halftime show for Turning Point. If you like it, fine with me. But I don't like the way she done lied about every damn thing. No, I caught you lying, heifer. And everything you're doing is an act to me now. No, I'm not going to play nice with you. I'm going to drag everyone to the day I die. All of them. All of them going to get it now. I'm not lying to you. I'm going to give it to all of them until I get removed from this planet Earth. I'm telling you. But anyway, I got to get out of here. It's getting late. I hadn't did a live in a while. Now I'm going to drag y'all. I can't wait till I get back. I'm going to drag y'all every chance I get. Talk about them. I'm going to dig up as much dirt as I can on you bastards. Quit lying. Quit protecting child molesters. We won't have no damn problems. Anyway, good night, Common Sense Nation.